What's up, guys? It's Chad here with Reviews coming to you for my driveway today. If you've been following the channel, you know behind me is my new to us 2021 Grey Wolf 29BH. And on today's episode of G Reviews, I'm going to talk to you about propane. You probably have been paying way too much for propane for your camper, so stay tuned right after this. I'm going to show you how to get the cheapest propane possible. If you're new to camping or maybe a veteran, obviously you know that your propane bottles are housed in this forward hatch right here, forward compartment, whatever you want to call it. So on my particular trailer, I have two 20-pound propane tanks. One is completely empty and the other is about half full, but I'm going on a long road trip with this camper coming up in a little bit, so I want to get these two tanks filled up. But the place I go to requires me just to take the two bottles in and get filled. So I'm going to show you that right now. Today is my daughter Bethany, so if it seems a little jerky, don't worry, she is getting the hang of it. What you're gonna need to do to remove these bottles is obviously open the top cover. These compartments are literally held on by gravity and friction. So all you're gonna wanna do is just pull it literally straight up. There you go. Now, you might want to look into these before you do that because hornets like to make nests in these, so just be aware. All right, come on over here, Bethany. Show them this right here. Okay, so see this? This is how the bottles stay on there. It's a little twist thing. You want to obviously twist it to the left, lefty loosey, righty tighty. All right, once you get it kind of loose, these brackets. Here, show them over here how the brackets hold on. There you go. See how that bracket's holding on to the edge? Once you get it to be loose enough, you want to pull straight up on it, okay? And then that releases it. First, before you do all that, you want to make sure both your bottles are closed, and you want to remove the gas lines from the bottles. Back it up a little bit. There you go. All right, so 1 and 2. All right, so both of the gas lines are disconnected. And there you go. You just pull up on it and the bottles will pull straight out, and you put them down on the ground. And you do the same with the second bottle. All right, there's that. So after that, I'm gonna go secure them in the back of my truck and I will show you where the cheap propane is. So here's how I strap down propane or gas cans in the back of my truck when traveling. Obviously this is all stuff I've packed up for the next trip. My truck does have tie downs in the bed, so I run a ratchet strap through 2 of the handle portions on the propane tank and run it to the other side. This has proven to be pretty good, especially when it's sandwiched between stuff and tailgate. Those things aren't going anywhere. Well, here it is. I get my propane at Tractor Supply, and I'll explain why. Just got my bottles back, all filled up. Here is the damage. All right. Obviously today is 6/29, total of 9.3 gallons at $3 a gallon. The total to fill up both of these tanks is $30.68, which is quite a bit cheaper than most other places around. And just to let you guys know I originally said that second bottle was half full. It actually was almost empty, so 2 full bottles for 30 bucks ain't too bad. Well, we just got back from Tractor Supply again. Propane at Tractor Supply is right at $3 a pound, which is a great price. Let me know in the comments if you guys know any other chain store place that has anything cheaper than $3 a pound for propane. That would definitely greatly help. I found a lot of places more expensive than $3 a pound. So we're gonna put these things back on, get it all hooked back up, and go to the next step. So here we go. Obviously, they are going to be much heavier now than they were when they were empty, so just keep in mind they do run about 35 to 45 pounds, depending on, yeah. So again, you want to put your valve forward, and you obviously want to get these things sideways and attach them. All right, so come on back over here. Let me see what we got here, girl. All right, so again, on here, there's a little teeth. You either want to put them on the inbound one or the outbound one, depending on your setup. I have it on the outbound one here, and then obviously attach this to this, and then we're gonna do that the same thing on the other side. This is everything all tightened down. You want to make sure that this is pretty much as tight as it can go. to where if you shake the heck out of this, yeah, it doesn't move at all. That's how you know they're safe and tight. And obviously, you know, tighten these righty-tighty as much as you can. Before you put this thing back on top of this, I always go to my outside grill and test the propane, just make sure it's flowing correctly, make sure the people who put the propane in there didn't overfill the tanks. So let's go do that right now. Here is how we're going to test the tank. If you have a single tank setup, you might not be used to this, but this is obviously a double 20-pound tank setup. This is a regulator right here. See how it has this little arrow? It lets you choose between left tank or right tank. If you leave it down in the center, it'll take from both tanks evenly. I like to just do one tank at a time, just in case there is a leak down the road somewhere, down the line, it doesn't leak both tanks out. So we're gonna have it set to this tank right here. We're going to open it up. Okay. You're going to go down to my back grill here. This is one of the great features of the 29BH by Grey Wolf. We have this giant outside kitchen with the large door, so I can stand underneath of it for shade, or if I'm in the rain, I can cook with no problem. All right, this is a double burner setup. Underneath the trailer here, we have the line going from the front tanks. I'm going to turn it on here. And we're gonna test the burner. If it works good, then that means I know the tank is hooked up correctly. And hopefully you can see that. It is definitely blue flame, which is awesome. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other tank. Well, that is the conclusion of my propane fill on my travel trailer here. The main point of this video was to kind of get a sense of where everybody gets their propane from. Again, leave in the comment down below where you get your propane and how much you normally pay for it. I know it kind of fluctuates depending, but right now in the summer of 2024, it is $3 a gallon at Tractor Supply. So if you like my content, want to see more, you know, how-tos, product reviews, campground reviews, follow us. Please follow the channel and subscribe. Leave a comment in the description and give me a thumbs up. Thank you guys. Bye.